Hundreds of Kenyan refugees that have been settled at Kiriandongo refugee settlement camp have volunteered to take part in a repatriation exercise. The United Nations Human Rights Commission for Refugees Associate External Relations Officer Charlie Yaxley believes this voluntary exercise will see up to 1,500 refugees repatriated back to Kenya who had fled the 2007-8 election violence, with many losing their relatives' property looted and burnt.
This news was met with jubilation by the Kenyan refugees, over 1,000 of whom have now voluntarily registered and signed up to be repatriated to Kenya. Around 720 of the Kenyan refugees are being repatriated today, and there is scheduled to be a second convoy on Sunday. As of yet, we're not exactly sure of the numbers who will travel on Sunday, as registration is still open for that process.
There's been a series of bilateral meetings to have the refugees repatriated since 2011 that has just come to reality today.
Discussions started in 2011 between the governments of Kenya and the governments of Uganda for these refugees to return. Those discussions have been ongoing, and as of March of 2015, a memorandum of understanding was agreed between the two governments and UNHCR.
Uganda's progressive refugee policy has provided a safe haven and favorable refugee protection and environment for many refugees fleeing war-ravaged countries like the DRC, South Sudan, Somalia, Rwanda, and Kenya. The country currently hosts up to 433,595 refugees of different nationalities, majorly of which arrived in the last 5 years. Charlie Yaxley, however, says there is an unprecedented need in handling the refugee challenge, both in Uganda and globally, due to the rising catastrophes.
UNHCR is currently facing unprecedented needs in terms of responding to humanitarian situations across the world. That's especially visible in Uganda, where you're dealing with a number of refugee crises, notably in South Sudan and the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Despite the repatriation, there is continuing influx, especially from the South Sudan and DRC through Kisolo, arising from the insurgency respectively. The United Nations Refugee Agency insists South Sudanese in 3 major centers of Adjumani, Arua, and Kiriandongo, and approximately 7,500 reside in Kampala. Alan Stabarka, WBS Television in Kampala.